This motherfucker don't miss.
We all can grow and we all can learn.
Nico, it's Roman. Let's go bowling.
Picture yourself in a boat on a river.
So don't worry about it. Come on.
Okie dokie.
Let's go bowling.
My wife and my girlfriend. Yeah, I mean my wife. Yeah, sorry to say. I'm so sorry, my wife.
Hey yo, Parvination. Oh man, it's Wednesday. What's going on, guys? Good to see you. It is America's #1 online video game personality, Ben the Parvinator Parvin, here at your service, running hella late, but with a nice show tonight. I think you guys are going to appreciate it. We're going to be playing some DQ3. We've been working on this game for a little while. Super Famicom version of it. We're doing a fan translation that I love it to bits. Glad I can play it. It's we've had some issues, but it's okay. It's still great. Still playable. Yeah, it's the only way I could play it probably, unless I were to switch over to the Game Boy Color or the NES version, or so on and so forth, a mobile version. There's a million ways to play it, but we wanted to do this way. Now tonight, we're going to be doing a story, like a full spotlight, a feature on Perfect Dark. Yeah, we're going to be talking Perfect Dark. It is Perfect Dark's 24th anniversary. That game came out in the year 2000. Can't believe it. And I remember the hype for this game. It was huge, and it was really big. I was super hyped on it. I remember getting down and dirty. And, well, maybe not down and dirty. I was gonna say down and dirty in an AOL forum. You know, that's right. Yeah. Not the right terminology, but I mean, I was getting into it, man. And including writing some fan mail to this one, like a Nintendo forum and like a kind of newsletter thing that they had going on AOL. I don't know, it was interesting. It's 2000. It was a long time ago, I can't really remember it that well, but I do remember this game and loving it. And we're going to talk about it, and I want you guys to share your memories of this game too, if you got any. It's the spiritual successor to Goldeneye, and it gets its due a lot of time, and I will say too, it gets a lot of criticism these days as well. I think through a modern lens, there's if you say that you like Perfect Dark over Goldeneye 007, you're gonna have some folks coming out with some pretty good arguments. So who knows? That's what we do here, though, right? And it's all friendly. It's all gamer to gamer. It's all out of love. All right, dude, I'm stoked to be here. Today's been kind of a crazy day. I'm excited to get in. We're gonna play the game. I say we get into a little bit of headline news pretty soon. I'd like to get the stream rolling just a little bit more, and then I think we'll drop into. Just got one gamer news story, and then at some point we'll be getting into that Perfect Dark
Dragonquest
64 retrospective. So yeah, good to see you guys, man. I've been looking forward to this game. I've been thinking about DQ3. Oh, you guys, the feed isn't working. One sec. This game has just been on my mind, and it I don't know. I can't stop thinking about it. The music plays in my head. Ichigo had mentioned that he's had the I think the battle music stuck in his head. Fireball had mentioned that they've got the map music as well. It's an awesome game. I went back. I was listening to the Famicom and NES versions of the soundtrack, which was great. I mean, honestly, it was great. No complaints. But yeah, I've been digging this game. It's a level of balance that I just don't think I expected for a game originally on an 8-bit system. This is its 16-bit glow up for sure, and it gets the benefit of Toonsoft and Enix having already done a lot of games for the Super Famicom at this point, and really having worked out the kinks and got a really beautiful visual here. A well-oiled machine too. But yeah, even with that being said, they kept a lot of the gameplay from DQ3, and some of the stuff that they could have done like a quality of life update on, they chose not to, and other things they did, so it's a bit of a mix like that. I'm digging it. We are going to get ourselves over to we were just kind of exploring the subcontinent areas. Take a look at the map. We were just kind of down. Oops, there it goes. Yeah, sort of. I mean, gosh, we went way down there. We covered a lot of ground yesterday, or a couple days ago. But yeah, we're gonna be warping over to. Let's see. We're still trying to track down the pepper. Let's see. I wrote a list of some items we could get. And like, how much money we needed for that. And I may go get us a force staff. Was there any good? Let's see, magic shield. Didn't see any new weapons for our hero, but did see some good armor. Saw a magic shield as well. Some big jumps for some enemies. I was taking some notes here. But magic shield was a pretty big jump for wizard. So it was the force staff, I think. You know what? I might go get this force staff. Possibly. That was like a huge jump for wizard. I think it's let's see what town it's in. Yeah, return to... Oh, yeah. We got on page 2, or we've pretty much opened up a page 3 as soon as we get the next one. Dharma was one... we explored 2 new areas, Dharma and Bharata. Dharma lets you... That's the place you go to, like, change your vocation, your job class. So we'll do Bharata. I think that one had a shop in it. Yeah. Look at where we are on the map, too. We're pretty far down there. Yeah. And then we explored all the way up, kind of northeast at this point, up to that... Well, I mean, you can see where the map goes gray, but, yeah, up to that pink point, sort of northeast of us, is, that's Dharma. So we're gonna make our way back there. Oh, man. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Happy Wednesday. If anybody was here on Monday's stream, yeah, it wasn't the longest one. It was a pretty short stream, about a little over an hour and a half, and just wasn't really feeling it. I was a bit sick that night. I honestly think I had a really tough crash after, well, during and then, you know, after the stream, where I just, you know, body just, I just felt like pure exhaustion, you know, and you know, couldn't think straight. It was just, you know, I had, it wasn't to do with the stream, you know, although I'm sure once it was coming on, you know, trying to keep a high energy stream going, with, you know, I'm sure wasn't any help. But yeah, I had jogged in the morning and it was good. It was a good jog, but I think I was like a little dehydrated before I left, you know, before I left out to go on the jog. And I think just coming home, even though I was drinking water all afternoon and getting like hydrated and trying to eat and stuff, and I had a good appetite, you know, ate a, you know, a good amount, was trying to get some salt that way, you know, trying to get all that, you know, get all your nutrients. But I think it caught up with me. I don't know. It was kind of it felt like a bit of a tough run, you know, even though it's the same thing I've been doing, but some days it just gets you more than others. And I don't know. Yeah, I think could have just also caught up from having worked out the last, you know, been on a good streak and been kind of pushing it. So yeah, man, had to step it back a bit, you know. But yeah, I kind of had a crash like midstream and was just starting to feel really shitty and it's like, oh, you know. And then was playing like straight Garbo too, so I was just like, all right, man, this is glad I did it, you know. And I was like, this is hey, you know, they can't all be just amazing streams where I'm just loving it and feeling every single moment, or could they? I don't know. I want to push it. Black pepper. I believe the shop next door has some for sale. Yes, but we couldn't find it. Oh yeah, you did have some weapons and armor though. Oh, that's right. The little girl got kidnapped. She's been taken to a cave. Sounds like a terrible situation. I'm a little bit worried about that. We didn't find the cave, so we gotta get out and look for it. Doobie. Let's buy Morning Star. Okay, nope. Okay. Was it the force staff I was looking at? That was like a huge bump for wizard, I think. 26 to 77. He must have gained a level since we last saw him. Wizard, 57 to 80 for a shield. Damn. That's stout too. 2,000. You know, we don't do a whole lot of attacking with wizard, but I wonder if this force staff does anything else. If anything, it is if anything, like I mean, his attack is pretty low, but this would help quite a bit. Should I get him that? I don't know. I guess attack isn't his. He does so rarely attack, but then when you need it, when you want a mage to be able to attack, you really, you know, it comes in handy. Who knows? It might be a fighter next time or something. But all right, let's see. Black Hood, the magic shield, Morning Star. I meant to look up to see if Morning Star is one of those multi weapons. Just to give me a second here. I want to see. You know, like a multi-enemy targeting weapon. Morningstar, DQ3, Super Famicom version. Give me them deets. Purchase for 0 gold. I guess you can find it somewhere, or they just didn't put a number in here. Attack power 30. Cleric and Sage can have it. Attacks a group of enemies. Okay, so descriptive there. Oh, it does attack a group. All right, well, damn. That's kind of tempting for Testify, because Testify actually does do some... They actually do sometimes do some physical attacking, even though they're a mage. I wonder, what should we do? I've got way too many windows open. Holy beep. Get him out of here. There we go. Better.
Oh!
I'm glad you guys were here. This is fun. Gonna be hanging. I might have to do a long, you know, just because I started late this time, you know, I want to try to still go for a few hours. We'll see. We get a full one in. Force staff, the giant shears. Love the name here. No one can carry these giant shears right now, sadly. Steel armor for defense. That's pretty solid. That's a pretty big jump for our hero. 76 to... So, yeah, here's the thing. Testify has a pretty strong attack at 71 right now. But, damn, look at... if we gave them the Force Staff all the way up to 106, or Wizard as well. I think I'd probably give that to Testify first, since they... And then, but here's the tough part. Here, they're also selling the Morningstar, which would allow Testify. It would be 71 rather than 76, which they're at now, or 106 here, huh? But then they would be able to attack up like every monster within a single monster group. So that's that really comes in handy. Shit. It's funny because it's a bit of a, you know, it's already kind of a downgrade. Maybe it's better for Testify to go ahead and start working on like their next weapon or something, you know? Like the next higher one, because 106 damage to one enemy versus 71 to a group. It's hard to say. I am not a strategist, no way.
I'm a man!
So, I like it when I hit something without looking at the soundboard. It just, you know, works out in a weird way, but works out all the same.
Sometimes.
All right. Do. What do we got? All right, Jesus, dude, buy something. Anybody need defense? Honestly, Wizard, you die a lot. You should probably get this magic shield as well. But for now, I'm going to spend some money. I'm getting the Force Staff for Testify, I think, and then we've got to keep doing some leveling up anyway. So, let's give this to Testify. Oh. Put it in the bag, right? Yeah, put it in the bag. Okay, put it in the bag, and then maybe I can decide later who gets it. Get it out of here. We still have 2,254, huh? Okay. Well, we're stacked to about 1. Steel armor. Can't get that just yet, huh? Magic shield. We had that Morning Star to hit multiple enemies, but I think I'm going to go a different direction. I think I'm cool with Testify getting the 4 staff for now, maybe. We could always, if we have more money, we could come back and buy another one. Oh shit, don't buy that. I forgot that L, I just accidentally hit the L button, so I moved the controller, but that's a confirm button as well. This was a big jump for Wizard. Does Wizard die often? I feel like they do. Being one of our mages, we want to keep them alive. Gotta keep them alive. Alright, let's buy the let's get Wizard a magic shield for now. And I feel like these I'm making some terrible decisions, but what the hell can you do, right? We could also save some stuff, I think. I think we have some, like a club or something. I mean, this shit isn't worth a whole lot of money, though. We'll come back and do this another time. So, stuff like the Iron Axe, things like that I should be selling, I think. If I've already found a better weapon. Because I don't think that there's any level of, I don't think that there's like any synthesis in this game, or, like having to combine old items. Anyway, sorry, took forever to get past that, but here we are. A little bit later, we're going to be talking about Perfect Dark. We're going to do a full retrospective on Perfect Dark. Also going to talk a little bit of gamer news as well. I got a bit of a late start today. I thought I'd wait until the stream gets rolling just a bit more, get some more folks coming through. Feels good to have the gamer lifestyle lounge, populated. Everybody just sitting on their beanbag chairs, hanging out, shooting the shit, talking games. Perfect Dark, 24 years ago. Wishing it a happy birthday. That's what it's gonna be. That's what tonight's gonna look like. And then this will actually be my last stream until next week. I'll be away for a few days, so I wanted to get it in and do it right. I don't think there's much else for us to do here. We need to find this cave someone was talking about. So the girl, we're trying to find some pepper. We're trying to find some black pepper to bring back to the King of Portuga. And if he gets his black pepper, he says he'll give someone a ship. I guess he's that desperate to season his food right now. And if we bring him that black pepper, then rather to get that black pepper, the peppermonger, we found them, but they're distraught because apparently their daughter has been kidnapped, and we've got to go find her. Someone tipped us off that they heard that the daughter was taken to a cave somewhere, but I haven't found that cave yet. So, gotta keep looking for it.
You're a loser.
Yeah. Bum bum bum. What's up, Ronaldo? Welcome. Good to see you. Welcome. Yeah, thanks for the like. You said you hope the stream's longer this time. Yeah, me too. I think it will be. Yeah. I think I was starting to get a little, kind of sick or, something along those lines, because I felt really bad after the stream on Monday. I felt just extremely, more tired than usual and just really run down, so I think I just kind of got a little exhausted. Happens, huh? What can you do?
Thanks for coming out, guys. This rocks. A Wednesday, huh? Yeah, none of you motherfuckers have responsibilities, I'm guessing.
All right, we're looking for... Oh, that's probably the cave. I think we skipped right past this part by going, further east. Silly me. Is the game audio just a little low? Let me see. I'm gonna go -18. Come on. These guys. Let's fight him. All right. Turned it up a bit. Maybe it's a little loud now, but... Okay, I think Benji's hitting everybody all at once, so that's pretty sweet. We can hit these folks with the Fire Bane. Hit them all. Hit the whole group. Rambo and Testify. I don't even think you're going to be needed. Firebane's pretty badass. I'm liking our hero right now too. He's got a weapon that will let you know, hit every enemy in a group. Okay, yeah, well that's an easy fix. I turned it down just about a decimal, which isn't too much, but yeah, that's an easy fix. Thanks for the feedback, Ronaldo. One second, guys. Jeez. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, this has got to be the cave. So the Peppermonger's daughter has been kidnapped, apparently. He is extremely distraught and won't sell us any pepper, understandably, until this situation is found. He's not trying to work right now. He's lost his daughter's just been kidnapped, so I get it. But with that being said, we've got to go find her. It's on us now, of course, you know. The hero and his crew. Got to go figure out what's going on, you know. No police you can call in this, you know, kind of high fantasy, medieval-esque Dragon Quest world. This particular one. Hero leveled up to 17. Sweet. Oh, a Shrek fighting game. Has been famous for having competitive esports at the game. Oh, right. Yeah, you mentioned the. You mentioned that. What was the name of it? It was like Shrek. Shoot, I don't remember. It had a pretty actiony name. The Super Smash Bros. Of the Shrek universe.
Hello, internet users.
Is this our cave? Anybody need healing? Shrek Super Slam. Yeah, it had. I was thinking a real actiony or wrestling. Because, you know, Super Slam, the wrestling event. But oh god, is this? We got ourselves a labyrinth, or what's going on? I'm coming out. I'm doing a safety... Well, I don't need a safe... No, actually, we should do a safety save just because this game has sometimes freaked out. So... Alright. Here we go. Got ourselves a nice little puzzle kicking off. Why don't we just explore all the way up first? And... 352 gold pieces, okay. What do we got? Chest is a cannon box. These things can be kind of tough, but we're stronger now than we were the last time we dealt with one, so I don't know that I'm too worried. I'm gonna hit it with the blaze more. Fight it. Oh, for Shrek Super Slam. Nice. Got some good official art for it. Good poster. Oh my god, my kingdom for a stick of gum right now, dude. Ugh. I don't always... I try not to always have chewing gum, but man, when I really want it though, or when I feel like my jaw's getting tight, what have you, it sucks to not have it. Might be hitting that up during the break, who knows? Go make a quick run. Alright. Don't mind me, guys. Let's see, alright. You know what? This thing's still not dead, huh? Did that fireball not hit it? What's the deal? I should have paid attention. I don't want to use all my MP, so let's make sure we get... Oh, Rambo's the one. Okay, well, I think Rambo can survive if we get a heal more from Test. Well, there we go. Make sure we heal, though, before we go anywhere else. Nice, Ronaldo. That makes sense. Who is your main in Trek SummerSlam or Super Slam rather? That's the wrestling thing. SummerSlam. That's what I was thinking of, not Super. Oh, man.
Hello.
Streamer brain. All right, so we went all the way to the top, and oh shit! Make sure you heal first, please. In fact, we can just use just spam some of these medical herbs, you know. Donkey's seeing the action, right? That's great. Oh man, happy Wednesday, guys! Thanks for hanging. Later, we're going to get into a retrospective on Perfect Dark. This is its 24th anniversary, 24th birthday. We're going to let that game blow out some candles. And it is a game that I have to admit, I loved so much. I followed the hype up to the game. I played it a whole bunch for a good while. But then I think as I got into the GameCube era at a certain point, that was not one of the 64 games I was coming to as often, and then I haven't played it since back then, you know. So, yeah, man, excited to get into that a little bit later. Yeah. That'll be part of our good old days. Yep. Yeah, thanks, Ronaldo. Yeah, we'll do a full feature on that game, and we're also going to talk a little gamer news as well. About an acquisition. We're going to talk about an acquisition that Nintendo did. Yeah, a recent acquisition from Nintendo. And, yeah. Among perhaps other headlines. We shall see. I had to unfortunately cut this show, as I've been saying pretty much every time the last, 2 weeks. It's not as much stuff as I wanted in it, and it also got a really late start, but it's here and it's going to be fun. And stoked to talk about Perfect Dark. It's a game I had to re-educate myself on, and I didn't know a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. That was, like I said, I followed the hype up to it. I played it when it was out, but I didn't know all the stuff that went on behind the scenes to get the game made, and so that was a fun thing to dive into for sure. New Nintendo console might have Kingdom Hearts 4. No, I hadn't heard that. Wow, that's pretty exciting. I haven't played Kingdom Hearts since, well, the first 2 games, but I really like those games. Another canna box. Damn. These things they pack a punch.
It gives milk and says moo.
They pack a punch. All right, let's fight him. Wizard, did your Blaze... I think your Blazemore did help last time, so honestly, blaze on, baby. Rambo, you should just fight. I think Testify, you should fight too. Shit, Testify doesn't have their... Yeah, they don't have their new weapon yet. That would help. They always go for Rambo. We got to get them equipped with that stuff. Let me do that now before I forget. Well, first. Hear about the room? Oh, that yeah. I guess 2 was the last one that I played, and I really liked it. But that's been so long, and that's cool. It's interesting because the series has had so many entries at this point, including like I just have no idea what's up with the chronology, or there were all these decimals, and I think once you start throwing a whole bunch of haphazardly, it could be done right, I could see it, but yeah, once you start throwing a bunch of decimals into a full, like an actual title of a game, I think Yeah, you're. I was gonna say you're losing the plot, but I'm losing the plot. Like I'm losing the chronology of all your games, and I at a certain point, you know, just don't want to entertain it at all. I guess because it's like, that's a me thing. You know, who knows? Maybe some of those other games are great, but yeah. Ronaldo said, I did a video talking about a petition to get Shrek Super Slam into more consoles like Nintendo Switch. Oh, very cool. Yeah, get it, yeah, man. A little gamer democracy in action, you know? See if the, you know, put it out to the people. See if they want to, help you, sign that petition and get, I always want to say SummerSlam, but yeah, Shrek Super Slam onto the Nintendo Switch. All right, let's fight these Shadow Warriors. Yeah, you can fight. And then Wizard, you should probably fire Bane. I like these Cachulas. Oh, they use sleep. Oh, they put a lot of folks to sleep, huh? Damn. What was your goal, Ronaldo? I'd sign your petition, you know? Absolutely. This has got to lead to here, yep. Okay. Just gonna go straight. Oh, shoot, let me make sure I heal. Well, no, don't do it from here. Go to bag and medical herb and do. Oh, well, actually, we're good. I don't think I need to go. I think this is sort of the beginning here. Yeah, okay. Whoops. You know, I think what I'm going to try to do is, I don't know how methodical this will let me be, but so far so good, you know. I suppose I'll move left again. Okay, yep, nothing there. And oh, I should be checking these though. Oh, I forget that there could be like things just, you know, just the invisible stuff like in corners and whatnot. I see. So, oh, not your petition. Okay, cool. Well, that's good on you for spreading the word though, man. And yeah, getting it out there. I would absolutely sign that petition. Okay, here we go. Boop, boop, boop. Wizard, hit him with the... Wizard, do... I'll make sure we don't run out of MP. And let's hit you with... No, you know what? Just attack. Attack the... We feel pretty decently prepared for this area. You know, I think like... We go all the way right, but I think this leads to the... Yeah, nothing so far. Oh, a new set of stairs. Or wait, is this where we started? This is where we started. Okay. It's hot here in the Gamer Lifestyle Lounge. Burning up. Boiling up.
We all can grow and we all can learn.
All right, well, I'm going to just continue going left to the far wall, and then I think this is it. Yep. And then back down and then back across. We'll see. We're pretty, you know, like I said, it feels like we're... Oh, hello. Pretty well prepared for this area. Talk to this dude. Come on. How many years have I been lost? A man headed south into the dark, so I followed him. A man headed south into the dark. Like, is that something I'm going to want to remember? Where's my notes on this? A man headed south into the dark. So I followed him. Couldn't see anything, but I heard a door being unlocked. Okay. So maybe there's a switch somewhere like far to the south or something. I guess I could start here. Boop, 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 boop. Should be a dead end. Cool. Work my way left, I guess. Maybe this dungeon isn't what I think it is either, and it does just keep going, like, you know. Well, here's a door. All I had to do was walk through one door to have that question answered. Ronaldo said, "How's your day today?" Yeah, it's going well. Thank you. It's been a good day. Pretty stressful just because these last couple weeks I've been just running behind, but it's been a good day. Yeah, thanks for asking. How about yours? I didn't get my run in today, sadly, but I did get a different workout in, so that was nice. But yeah. Okay. That guy's gonna... He looks like he packs a punch. Let's see. Ouch. Take out the executor. Wizard, why don't you use something different? Just use Ice Bolt. Save some MP. Rainbow attack. Testify. There we go. Hey, Nick. Yeah, I did a, I did like my... There's usually just a couple workouts I'll do outside of jogging, and one of those is... it's like push-ups, and then I get into... I'm just using a couple of free weights, and, doing the, like, shoulder stuff, you know, doing the shoulder shrugs. Let's see. Butterflies. It's a good one, man. First time in my life I've had, like, pecs, you know, and I don't know... I got a nice rack, you know, and I don't know what to do with it, honestly.
Give me a hell yeah!
But yeah, and then the, let's see, the, you know, behind the neck, you know, this one, that's a good one, I think, for these bad boys. Yeah. Which are not that big, but, and then, yeah, just some, I think some bench press, like, and I'll mix in some other stuff too, but yeah. Well, you know, sadly for these hand weights, I've just got 20s. I wish I had a, did I say, if I said bench press, I meant curls, doing some curls. I actually wish I had a bench press, and some better free weights and stuff, but kind of got a limited amount of space. But the 20 has been good. Like I can do a lot of reps with it, which is honestly, like, there's a, you know, that's kind of nice because that gives like a different kind of definition, I think, from just, you know, yeah, just going like pure power, you know, and yeah, it feels like a fitness, like I'm, you know, like, I don't know. Yeah, it's especially combined with the running, like I just feel kind of an overall like fit that just feels good, man. And it's, I'm not at all trying to like sound like bragging, because it's like, it's something that I'm like, that's been a work in progress. But yeah, I think these last few years, that's been something that's helped me through depression more than anything else, you know? Yeah.
I'm gonna give it 55 straight.
Keeping the exercise going, man. I think if you're a person that's dealing with depression or anxiety, honestly, almost anybody, I think, but especially if you're dealing with that stuff, I think that some level of exercise is mandatory. You've got to do something, you know, you got to get out, you got to have some movement, or, you know, go for a walk. You got to get something going on, you know, and feels better. Yeah, it is. You know, this is what we're doing here, sitting in these chairs and like just, yeah, or, you know, often like this, you know, looking down, you know, I won't go on a phone rant tonight, but yeah, just like this is such an unnatural setup for like how to spend a good portion of your day, you know, and it's not like as if everything that prehistoric people were doing was like the right thing. I don't want to try to make it out to be like that because, you know, we learn and we grow and
we all can grow and we all can learn.
But yeah, but like it's a, I don't know, it's a, our bodies are still built for that, you know. Yeah. Yeah, Nick said return to cave. Yeah, we're in a cave here, but yeah, it's a sad occasion. Yeah. Ronaldo, I was having trouble. Let's see, you said idea on what to do with your heck is a... There was just a section in the middle I wasn't understanding, but yeah, you were saying show it off to your girlfriend or wife. Sorry, I don't quite understand, yeah. Bum, 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 bum.
It gives milk and says moo.
Oh, all right. So there's been a kidnapping. We are down in a cave. We're trying to buy some pepper. And this dude has he's like apparently like taken the peppermonger's daughter. Someone's kidnapped her, and this doesn't look good here. We've got a few tough looking hombres. By the way, who are you? Go home before you get into trouble. Let's make sure we some show the wreck. I said it like, oh, no worries. Yeah, no worries. Show the wreck off to my girlfriend or wife. Sorry, yeah, I'm still not, I still don't follow Ronaldo. Right wreck. Yes. I don't get it, man. Maybe I've forgotten what I was talking about, or maybe it was misheard. I'm not sure. Yeah, sorry.
How do you like me now?
If you can find a different way to explain it, that a dummy like me could understand, maybe I'll get what's going on. But yeah, talking about a wreck. I don't know that I mentioned one today. Yeah, I'm not sure. Sorry, Ronaldo. Nick said, we had a pretty sweet lightning storm pass by a little earlier. I enjoyed watching from my windows, and from outside, I could have gotten some better views if I were more timely, though. Yeah, it's... man, it'll light you up seeing some lightning, you know? Getting a good view of a storm. It'll absolutely get you a little energized. I've been scared. I mean... It can be scary, and I've been outside and even seen a tornado, and that is not just a lightning storm, of course. That's like degrees crazier. But yeah, it's I also like to stay in. I think I'm from a we got a lot of good lightning back in Bama, man. Yeah, because it's kind of in Tornado Alley, or at least. Tornado Alley is widening. they're paving another lane. But yeah, it's... Yeah, sorry, Ronaldo. Yeah, I haven't talked about a wreck. Yeah. About my bottom. Yeah, I don't know. I mentioned my pecs. Is that what you're thinking? My pectoral muscles, your chest muscles. I wonder if that's what you heard, Ronaldo. Yeah, my pecs, P-E-C-S. Nice, Nick. Yeah, it's great. I love seeing a storm like coming over a hill or just being able to see one at a distance. And having that scenic view and just watching the landscape change, watching watching it roll in. Oh, it's so crazy. And then just thinking about how long that same thing has been happening, regardless of what the hell, you know, I don't know, what they did to your favorite series or your favorite franchise or whatever news, bad news comes out of the world or, you know, that stuff's been going on way before all that, you know? Jeez. Yeah. Oh, no worries, Ronaldo. Yeah, I had been talking about working out. So yeah, I think maybe you heard me say something about pecs. Yeah, that's funny. And I did say after that, yeah, I've got a nice rack. That's what it is. That's it. I along those lines, I mentioned that I now have a nice rack because I've been doing push-ups and butterfly, I don't know what you call them, but butterflies with weights. Butterflies. What's up, Ray? Good to see you.
Come on now.
We finally figured it out. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. You said I should show my nice rack. Okay, yeah. to my partner. Is that what you're saying? That's a good idea, actually, you know. By the way, who are you? Who are these folks? Go home before you get into trouble. I want to fight them. Oh, man. Well, you know, we both work from home, and we both have a very intimate living quarters here that an extremely tiny hallway, and since we both work from home, sometimes she'll be in like a virtual meeting or something, and I'm getting changed like out, you know, I have to go close the blinds or something, you know. I'm a nomad all around this house, you know. I have to get dressed, eat, you know. I'm working. It's crazy, man. I would love to have a separate office someday, but yeah, in the meantime, I'm running around. She's running around doing the same thing, and yeah. I think sometimes she sees the pecs, you know. It's crazy. And I try to put in a little, you know, maybe I try to pretend like I flex a muscle but pretend like I'm not or something, you know. Go and pick something up, take the trash out at that moment, you know. Is this where we came in? No. What is this? Yes. Boom, boom. Wait, did I explore this part up here? Hey, I saw a movie I hadn't seen in a while recently. Raising Arizona. Pretty fun. Old Coen Brothers movie. I had watched some of it as a kid, and I found it to be like a really compelling movie that just kind of, the scenes really just bang into each other, you know. It's a compelling watch. But yeah, it's fun. First time seeing it all the way through. And yeah, it's like I think it's 1987 Coen Brothers movie. Yeah, it was good. Yeah. It's interesting because their style is just so I mean, you could see it very clearly in that movie from 1987. It's, you know, it's kind of interesting to see how their style has been used, honed, like it's interesting. They use a lot of the same actors too, and then they just do kind of similar. There's similar writing styles sometimes. It's interesting. Big Bang Theory. I have seen Big Bang Theory, Ronaldo. Absolutely. How about you? Have you watched that show? Big Bang Theory, I think I've mostly caught it over at my partner's grandma's place, because that's like a, you know, that's a good thing. That's like a, you know, I don't like the show at all, but like in terms of the things that we would put on that we were like really into over at Grandma's house, I gotta say, The Big Bang Theory kind of, it hits that nexus of like I can tolerate it, and you know, and Grandma can really enjoy something she's liking, and we, you know, and we can get along, right? You know, and it's all about balance. You know, maybe maybe after that you see if you can, you know, Grandma, can we hook up the 64? You get some 4-player going, you know, get a little balance going in everyone's life. But with family, there's some give and take, and yeah, I don't like that show really. But yeah, yeah. And when it went for, is it still? It's not still going, because there's that Young Sheldon show, but I guess it went for a really long time, right? Or maybe it is still going. I don't know. But yeah. Hey, we robbed your hideout here, guys. So what are we supposed to give these guys anything? Let me see. Oh, I still haven't equipped some things. I'll give you guys. Hey, what are you looking for, guys? We'll give you the cheater guide. I don't think. Oh, I've explored this whole down super basement area, huh? Boo 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 boo.
'Cause I'm an island boy.
Bum bum bum. 1 second, guys. There we go. All right. Sorry. Yeah, I have having to play a little game within a game here. Ronaldo said, I've been watching it since it's on streaming service Max. Yeah. And you probably have a whole lot to catch up on, too. You know, it's like, as far as, you know, there's things that are much worse. You know, I just don't really care for it, you know, and I don't really like sitcoms, and I've only got so many hours in my day, and sitcoms are in a yeah, I know I'll watch stupid shit like wrestling, you know, and that may seem like it's on one extreme, but I feel like sitcoms are kind of in this like middle area where it's just like, I don't got time for that, you know, like it's not, it's all, you know, none of it excites me enough to like dedicate too much time, or, you know, what are we gonna do? Don't catch a whole lot of sitcoms these days, you know. Oh, maybe I should, yeah. Bum 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 bum. Hopefully they'll. Yeah, thanks, Nick. Yeah. Ronaldo said, I just think it's an interesting story that kind of says that geeks and nerds can find love also. I thought that was a message of the... yeah, I would say that's probably one of the... Oh, I just did a ban, Nick. Yeah, I just did a ban. I misunderstood you. I thought you were saying banning could take longer. So yeah, sorry. I don't know what else we do in here because these dudes are blocking our way, and we were supposed to get down here and find... Oh! Someone said something about going south and a door. What was that note? It was the translation kind of mangled it a bit. They had a little typo. A man headed south into the dark. It mentioned something about a click sound being heard. Click 3 dot. Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Yep. I think because I'm using a different, like a third-party chat right now, I think that maybe that's what's going on. Maybe that's why it was like a little extra step. I'm not quite sure, but yeah. How are we doing, guys? Everybody okay? Happy Wednesday. Ray said, Sagan... Oh, they didn't say Sagan Tank. They said, Sheldon looking like Review Bra. Wait, it's... Oh, I had forgotten who Review Bra was. And of course, instantly, very recognizable. Yeah, it's great. All right, so that's where the secret was. Or well, one of them. I don't know what to do. Now I'm excited. I'm just like, just chopping it up, talking sitcoms, and I've lost my way.
Give me a hell yeah!
I think I meant to head all the way right, because I hadn't done that yet, and haven't found anything in any of these nooks, or any of the crannies, for that matter. What's up, Cat? Welcome. Hell yeah to you.
He was special. Yeah, good to see you, Cat. Welcome. Well, sorry for the disappointment, Ronaldo. I don't know a whole lot about the series because I've just seen a few episodes, but yeah, that's not so much, I love to talk pop culture stuff, but I got to kind of be into it to really keep it rolling, because this is a gamer space. All things are gamer adjacent, including some very direct ties between something such as the Big Bang Theory and video games. I mean, that's a pretty easy one, right? But yeah, so sometimes if I don't know a whole lot about the subject, or if it's not something I'm that passionate about, it's kind of hard to keep it rolling, But yeah, I guess that's how it, some things it's just going to be a miss, It's just how it goes. All right. Well, I don't know what we're looking for in there, but I know that someone's been kidnapped, and I thought maybe talking to those weirdos would be the ticket, but so far no good. I'm gonna warp us somewhere, and then we'll come back here and check this out again, I guess. But let me see. Let me go back to Baharata again. Kat said, was there ever a Big Bang Theory video game? I think we dodged a bullet. I bet that there was some mobile game, but yeah, I don't know much about a Big Bang Theory game, more so than those guys, they'll take like if there's a Space Invaders joke to be made, it's done, it's in the script. So that was kind of I should have expounded on that. The idea was concrete and firm in my mind, but yeah, I sometimes forget you got to kind of explain yourself, You we got you got a supernova of anger in the chat right now. Shrek TV show, like I would like to see it sitcom style Shrek show animated in the style of a fairy tale book. I wonder where it'd be based out of, And that sounds. I just hope they can get the original cast to come back for the voices on that one, Because if they can't, for me, I think for me, with a franchise with as rich a history as Shrek, I think for me, I have to. I don't know. I forgot where I was going with that. Sorry, I was just kind of hung up in the legacy of Shrek and Universal Pictures and all Universal Studios and their wide universe of shows, franchises, TV, movies, so on and so forth. It's kind of exhausting, you know? Yeah, totally lost where I was going with that. Yeah. Lost media? Like media that just at this point is, it doesn't exist anymore. It's the last copy was destroyed or deleted or just gone, right? Is that what lost media is? Friends trivia game on PS2. Nice. Deep in the northern mountains rests the Shrine of Dharma, where you can change your profession. Want to become a jester? No, wait, I think I'd rather become a sage. Did we stay at the end? I think we did. Might not even really needed to. I don't know. Did we stay at the end? Sir, did we? I'm doing it now. Do I want to remember some lost media? There's absolutely some lost media I wish I could remember or wish I still had access to. Yeah. I think I'm thinking right now about some of the VHS tapes that came from Nintendo Power, which those have got to be on YouTube, I bet. It's one thing I haven't gotten around to searching for, but yeah. I'd start with some of that. Yeah, some of the like promotional materials I got from Nintendo Power as a kid, and but I bet it's probably not lost media. It's probably been put up on YouTube. Got to get around to that someday. Yeah. All right, hey guys, you know what? I think I'm kind of at a natural break point here. We just saved. I'm going to throw a safety save in. And not so much a break as much as maybe just to shift gears for a second and go into the Gamer Lifestyle Lounge for a bit. We'll do this in a second, but yeah, we're going to be doing, just a little bit later, probably going to do one short segment, a break, and then we'll be coming back and we'll be doing a big spotlight, a big feature on Perfect Dark for the Nintendo 64, celebrating 24 years on this day in history. Perfect Dark. This was a game I was so excited for. I was really buying the hype. I loved it when it came out. I played it a lot. Did a lot of multiplayer as well. But then it was just kind of one of those games that I didn't really come back to. There were many 64 games like that. Some of that was just that I was addicted to Zelda. You know? Couldn't give it up. But I should say, once I got into the GameCube era, I just wasn't playing this one as much anymore. And then sadly, my 64, I don't know what happened, sold, taken to the thrift store, lost media, God knows. Anyway, I thought that'll be fun. We'll do a full feature on that game. And I had to learn a lot because I didn't know any of the behind-the-scenes stuff for this game, so stoked to talk about it. Yeah. All right, before we get there, I was thinking we could check out a headline, maybe do a little gamer news. Okay? I wanted to have a whole bunch of headlines for you. Do a quick bam, bam, bam at the top of the stream, but couldn't quite get it in. So, yeah, we got one for you. Let's do it. Let's do some gamer news. All right, guys, we're going to be talking about a headline you might have seen. Nintendo announces the acquisition of Shiver Entertainment. Shiver. I like the logo here. The like circling sharks. Great. Which actually, it's the first time I've thought about it, but could be apt for some of the, basically what would have happened had this company not been acquired by Nintendo. Yikes. Anyway, a little bit about this, right? An acquisition from Nintendo. They've entered into an agreement with Embracer Group to acquire the Miami, Florida-based team Shiver Entertainment. Shiver has previously worked under Embracer, porting and developing Switch games like Mortal Kombat 1 and Hogwarts Legacy. So, very cool, right? Nintendo's going to pick up this company that was involved in doing ports, bringing games over to the Switch. They didn't exclusively work on behalf of the Switch, and they even had at least one game, I think, that they worked on themselves, at least one franchise that wasn't the biggest thing, but yeah, these folks have experience. They're a team that's successfully ported some stuff over, and man, Nintendo wanted to pick them up. So they put out an official statement, and they said that they would acquire, quote, 100% of outstanding shares of Shiver and make it a wholly owned subsidiary, with its aim to secure high-level resources for porting and developing software titles. Shiver's focus will remain the same post-acquisition, porting and developing software for multiple platforms, including Switch. Now, there, you know, I saw this posted to Reddit, I believe, and there were some haters in the comments, of course, right? It is Reddit. Some lovers too. We've got haters and lovers in the chat right now. Hello to the haters and lovers. You know? But it looked like this game, or rather this company getting picked up. I was kind of excited by that language of multiple platforms at the end. You know, and some folks wondered if this company would truly continue to do porting and development for multiple platforms. However, I think the very easy counter to that is it says multiple platforms, including Switch. And very soon we're going to have another platform even newer than Switch. Not necessarily very soon, but in the not too distant future, we will have the Switch successor, whatever it is. And, you know, right away, that could be developing for that thing too. Who knows? Maybe other companies as well. I don't know. As you keep going into it, it mentions that Shiver Entertainment Inc. was founded in December 2012 and was started by John Shapert, Jason Anderson, and John Oswald. The studio is skilled in both, quote, porting and development of video game software and has helped shape franchises such as Scribblenauts, Need for Speed, Guitar Hero, and FIFA. It was originally acquired by Embracer Group in December 2021. Now, Embracer, right? Again, that name. What a name. And again, an apt name. If you look at this last sentence here, the latest industry acquisition follows Embracer downsizing and laying off multiple teams to streamline its operations. Oof. So, man. Embracer, huh? Right? Yikes. They were, I hadn't heard this news, but apparently this had been out as well. That, yeah, Embracer was in the process of probably having to do some downsizing, going to be cuts, and this Embracer group here, I guess some kind of investment group. I think that I think Shiver was on the chopping block here, but they wanted to embrace them, give them the hug of death, squeeze them, kill them, squeeze them dry of money, right? Or wring them out to dry, and then that's it. There's so much talk about you know, Microsoft, and then to an extent, but I'd say a lesser extent, Sony. You still hear it, but both of them had done a lot of like going out, buying up devs, buying up studios. Sometimes, well, most often with the intention of having like exclusives, you know, just for that platform. And that's been a huge topic lately. A lot of people hate that and think that, you know, think it's no good. Other folks think it's great, might keep the console wars rolling if you've got exclusives that make people buy one or the other or both or all three, I guess. I always forget the Xbox. Easy to do, right? But for those companies, it's often more of an exclusivity thing, having the exclusive rights to something. With Nintendo, though, this is a little bit different, right? It's them taking a company, a small studio, one that's already been doing this porting, developing work, bringing titles over. Nintendo has acquired them, right? They're going to bring them into the fold, and they're going to help them keep doing what they were doing. Nintendo liked it. They did. Those folks were experienced and had done some good work. So rather than getting exclusives, I could see this potentially being a studio that really helps Nintendo get even more third-party software kicking off, you know? Which has been, at times in Nintendo's history, a huge, you know, that is something that Nintendo has at times struggled with, not been so good at. Lost the train of thought. Kat, you had a great point there, right? They do. They have a pretty good reputation for this. Yeah. But yeah, I like this strategy of taking a company that's already doing something positive for you and something instead of like necessarily just buying a studio that to get an exclusive game, opening your platform up to even more third-party stuff, which of course the Switch, I mean, it's funny because if you go in with some kind of outdated mindset or something from like the 64, GameCube eras into the Wii, you'd hear no third-party support, no third-party support. You got into the Wii, the third-party support was there, but it was often, you know, you're not getting the like AAA titles often, or you're getting some kind of you know, dumbed down version, if that, you know. And then Switch, of course, again, you know, maybe not as powerful as the other systems of that gen, but damn, so much third-party support. So I like this. I like this. I think it's good stuff. You know, I've talked about the benefits of the console war, keeping that thing rolling, you know, and I know exclusives can do that, right? That's like firepower, you know, two armies amassing just in a race, right? You know, you can shoot these missiles down. Well, we've got to have missiles of this speed. Okay, now you can shoot those down. There's some benefits of that console war, but I don't know. I think I'm willing to say this is cool. I like this. How cool on the console war for today. And yeah, I don't know. Good guy Nintendo swooping in, man. Love it. Saving the lost soul of a damned company. So, yeah. Best of luck to Shiver. You know, keep doing what you're doing, bringing those games over to the Switch. And yeah, we thank you for your effort. And we welcome you to the team. And since I'm kind of a Nintendo fanboy, I guess yeah, why not, right? Any of us could give this welcome, you know? So yeah, welcome, Shiver. Yeah. All right, guys, with that being said, that's going to be gamer news here for Wednesday, May 22nd. I thought I had a symbol for that. Anything?
Give me a hell yeah!
No? Okay, just a sound effect. That's cool. That's it for gamer news, Wednesday, May 22nd. Just a short one. Yeah. Just a short one. Yeah. Let's go to the intro page, shall we? Thanks, Nick. It was Ray, yep. And yeah, of course, and then that whole kerfuffle is what led to that divorce between Squaresoft and Nintendo. You know, that beautiful marriage. Yeah, they couldn't decide, right? I think that there's some things you got to decide on before you enter into a holy covenant like what Nintendo and Squaresoft had going, and Nintendo and Sony, you know, as part of that, and you got to talk about some big ideas. You know, there's some things you gotta get figured out for when two companies come together out of love like that. And I think one of them, you got to decide on what sort of platform you're going to be, what sort of medium are you going to use for your game as well? Cartridge, CD. These are some important things to figure out. But shit happens, you know, it's life. All right, guys, I'm going to take a little break. You guys should take one too. When we get back, you want to talk some Perfect Dark? Because I do. I want to talk some Perfect Dark. So let's take a few minutes. I'll get a refill, use the restroom, and come on back. And yep, I'll see you guys here soon. BRB. Probably going to be... yeah, I'll run 3 minutes of ads here. Do what you gotta do. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'll see you in a bit.
happened? Where's the fucking game?
Oh!
Hey, yo, what's up, gamers? Good to see you. Happy Wednesday, guys. Man, thanks for the break. That was nice. I'm gonna slow roll it for just a second, and then we'll get into... you know what? Let's just throw the preview up one more time. In just a bit, we're gonna get into our good old days segment. We're talking Perfect Dark. We're going all the way back to the year 2000, baby.
Oh!
Year 2000. We're talking Perfect Dark from Rareware. This was the spiritual successor of Goldeneye. And, yeah, gonna get into it in a bit. A game I hadn't played in quite a while. I gotta get this game, too. I was tempted to buy the Japanese version that I just happened to see somewhat recently for a decent price. Really good one, yeah. Hey, guys, sorry, give me just 1 second. I need just 10 seconds. BRB.
Oh!
All right, those allergies are coming fast and hard and strong. I don't know. I give up. I give up. Oh, here we are, man. I'm already sweating it out and I haven't even started. Yeah, thanks, Nick. Thanks, man. Sorry for the slow roll. I think I need it, dude. I streamed the other day and just, yeah, I think it was having worn myself out earlier in the day, and then the exhaustion hit, and, oof, it wasn't good. It was a tough night. It's all good, man. All right, guys, let's do it. Without further ado, please allow me to take you back to the good old days. Let's go to the year 2000. All right, we're talking Perfect Dark, guys. Happy birthday to Perfect Dark. 24 years ago, on this day in history, this game came out in North America for the Nintendo 64, and it came out in the year 2000. I loved this game. I got really into the hype for this game. I absolutely remember Nintendo Power hyping this game up hugely. I think at some point I got some kind of VHS material that had a preview for this, or, you know, a trailer or something. Yeah, and it's an expansion pack game. Yep, Ray. Yeah. Look, if you guys haven't played this game before, yeah, it's an interesting one. And it's one that, as we get into it, we're going to talk maybe a little bit about its legacy. But, yeah, it's, I think at the time, it was so highly esteemed. And then over time, there's been kind of chipping away at that legacy, so to speak. But, yeah, anyway, we'll get into it. All right, I love that cover. Yeah, it's great, right? Yeah, very cool. Very cool box art here. Yeah, again, Rareware, the successor to Goldeneye. Love it. Now, check out the Japanese cover. I think that this one is really, really cool. I'm kind of curious about you guys' feelings on this, but I think the Japanese box art, it's really cool. I think when it's for the game that it is, the game itself, my first thought was like, this misses the mark. Like, this is not really what I think of for Joanna Dark. This has very much a like Parasite Eve or La Femme Nikita feel, and I think and Kat, I think that's a good point too. But I did learn some stuff about this game and some of the inspirations for this game that I think kind of brought me around on this, and I'm curious to see what you guys would think as we get to it. But yeah, I think, yeah, for my first impression was, I don't know, like it's very cool, but like, does it fit the game? It feels like kind of a you know, for a new audience, they wanted to give that yeah, they were going for a fairly specific vibe, and one that's, as it turns out, kind of inspired this game and Joanna Dark herself. But the back of our box here, the North American box, that is, I remember this box better than a lot of others. You know, I think I must have kept this one around for a while because Yeah, I don't know. It just looked very familiar. I could remember those pictures. I absolutely remembered the expansion pack. Information down there at the bottom. We'll get to that in just a bit. But oh yeah, here it is. Let's read this copy. I love the blurbs, the official blurbs that they put on these things. Step into the dark. As Carrington Institute's most promising new agent, Joanna Dark must uncover the truth behind the Datadyne Corporation's recent technological breakthroughs. Breakthroughs which could have serious consequences for mankind.
Oh!
Dude, where's the hell yeah? Come on. I can't find it, so we'll just go with that. Over 40 advanced weapons shoot through walls? Holy shit! You tell them on the back of the box they can shoot through walls. Love it. Guide rockets by remote and cloak yourself to slip by unnoticed. Highly intelligent simulants. Loving it, dude. Right? We've got CPUs running around. They're highly intelligent. We're going to talk about how we can change their behaviors. Command computer-controlled teammates to attack, follow, protect, and more. There's a lot going on here, right? Innovative counter-op mode. Play as Joanna while a friend takes control of various enemies. Counter-op, eh? Instead of, cooperative? Sounds strange. That wording, it's throwing me off. I actually didn't notice that until just now. That wording of counter-op is throwing me... but maybe that's a... Yeah. I mean, cooperative op is what I always thought it was short. I don't know. Damn. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe this copywriter is correct. I have to say, on the back here, one of the things I think is interesting right off the bat is that I think that this game is trying to distinguish itself already from Goldeneye, trying to get out of the James Bond sphere, which is going to be sort of a theme for the development and the behind the scenes here. Now, I'm going to be honest, this game is not worth a shit without the expansion pack. You can't do a whole lot of stuff without the expansion pack. In fact, the game gives you a breakdown here. Yeah, right. Ray, there's our percentage. 35% of the features available without. And look at what's available here. Some of this won't make sense. Well, I mean, it could all make sense, I'm sure, at this point. You're smart gamers. Even if you never touched this, you know these terms. But multiplayer challenges, 1 or 2 player multiplayer combat simulator, and then up to 8 simulants. Those are the bots that you can do and play against in multiplayer, but that's all you can do. You can't play the campaign mode. You can't do 2-player co-op, so on and so forth. You're missing a lot of stuff without that expansion pack. So, yeah, let's see. Year 2000. So Majora's Mask comes out that year in North America, right? Also, requiring the expansion pack. We talked about Star Wars Racer the other day. That was wasn't that 1999? I think that was 99 for Star Wars Racer, and that one was like greatly enhanced by the expansion pack. Though some said it could cause a choppy frame rate. I don't know. It's been a long time, man. I gotta get a cart. I gotta get these games again. All right, the PAL region, right? I have to admit, I have a blind spot for the PAL folks, and I hate that. You know, it sucks kind of being a Japanese and North American centric gamer. I feel like I'm missing out on so much of the rest of the world. I know a lot more about Brazilian and Latin American gaming than I do about the stuff that was coming through the EU, and I'm sad. I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna learn what you guys were up to in the PAL territories, UK and EU, so on and so forth. Whatever you were up to, I gotta say, this box here, that's pretty sweet. That's a pretty sick box. Is this the one you recognize, at least having, Ray? Did you have this game back in the day? Yeah. Looks pretty cool. I guess the US or North American art is yeah, they've got a nice up close crop there. All right, so for this game, I have to direct you guys to an amazing An amazing article that taught me a lot of the behind the scenes about this. Of course, Wikipedia as well. God bless the good folks over at Wikipedia, which I guess is all of us. Yeah, Nintendo Life did this special in 2020. So the 20th anniversary of this game, of course, and I learned a lot of behind the scenes stuff that I just had no idea about. So as a kid, I played this game. I was part of the hype cycle, was into it, played the game for a long time, but I hadn't come back for that nostalgic dip, the retrospective. I haven't learned about the behind the scenes. So yeah, yesterday and today was hella fun, man. Had a great time. Learning me a little bit about the how Perfect Dark came to be. Now, of course, this game was hugely hyped. It was the successor to Goldeneye 007, spiritual successor at least. Although when they first started making this thing, they did think that they were going to be working on another Goldeneye game. At least when they were first working on the sort of core principles of this game. In its earliest understandings. But yeah, here they are, David Doak and Martin Hollis. And yeah, if you've played GoldenEye, that is that. Dr. Doak, absolutely. So Martin Hollis here, he was the original director. That's Martin on the right. He was the original director for this game for the first 14 months of its development. And apparently, like the two of these have spoken to a couple of outlets. I guess have talked extensively about some of the behind-the-scenes stuff on Perfect Dark. So yeah, a lot of good info out there. You don't always get that, and it's a, sometimes maybe you want to keep the devs that behind-the-scene. Maybe sometimes I could understand the appeal of not wanting to, pull back that curtain, right? But at the same time, come on. I want to know what was going on behind the scenes, man, especially 24 years later, right? So Rare originally thought that they were going to be doing a follow-up to GoldenEye, a direct follow-up, to do, a sequel, an adaptation of one of the sequel films, Tomorrow Never Dies. I remember seeing this one in theaters too. Yeah. But as it turns out, EA ended up winning that bid. So Rareware did not have a Bond game to develop at this point. And I've read that the staff was actually pretty stoked about that. That they had. I even read a quote about how they had pretty much spent 3 years in the Bond world, both in making GoldenEye 007 all the way to like I guess all the promotions and all those cycles. And yeah, I think everybody there's some Bond fatigue down at the Rareware offices. So I can't blame them. So they were actually cool with that news, and they were able to proceed with doing their own thing. And there were some interesting quotes here that I wanted to grab, but I just didn't have time, but I can sum them up for you. But it was just kind of talking about how this game, it gave them a chance to, moving beyond Bond, gave them a chance to also kind of get beyond the confines of an action spy movie series that is rooted in reality, even if it's got a bunch of goofy shit, which is James Bond, right? It is still rooted in some kind of level of reality, and of course it's real places, so on, so on and so forth. If they did something on their own, they could kind of break from those confines, even if they ended up using the same game engine, or at least using that as the foundation to build off of, which is exactly what they did. So it really just kind of it really just dropped into their laps to be able to do a take what they started with GoldenEye 007, get outside of those confines, do something a little bit weird, do something a little strange, get into some weird themes. Down at the Rare offices, folks had been on some pretty big sci-fi kicks. A lot of folks were, reading a lot of sci-fi. There was something mentioning a poster for Nikita, or you might be familiar with La Femme Nikita. Blade Runner. They had talked about Blade Runner and talked about it being an influence among others. all this stuff apparently kind of went into some of the thematic development of this game, or so some of the themes that they were really trying to hit on. La Femme Nikita, you know, I've never seen it myself. I know that there was also a series for it later, and I remember during wrestling, WWF, I would hear one of the announcers just be like, "Coming up next on La Femme Nikita," you know. It is that was a terrible impression, but yeah, it was he pronounced it even worse than I do, and somehow. But I remember hearing about that show so much. But yeah, it was you know, a lot of that show would go on to inspire the character of Joanna Dark, just a fierce, cool, fierce, cool woman protagonist who absolutely kicks ass. And yeah, we'll get into that in just a bit. X-Files apparently was a huge inspiration for these guys as well. They're all into the X-Files. This is so of the time too. It's fun. But yeah, Agent Dana Scully from X-Files would be would be a big inspiration for Joanna Dark as well. Yeah. Maybe I should be saying Joanna Dark. I know I feel like I'm like Wisconsining it up too much or something, man. And then when I was reading that article I showed you guys earlier from Nintendo Life, it mentioned a couple of references I wasn't familiar with. A game called Snowball from 1983, and Agent X-27 from 1931, the 1931 film Dishonored. So some deep cuts that these guys were, you know, kind of pulling from here to get to this character. Yeah, I love that X-Files. I love it, man, and it comes out too. You'll see in a bit if you're not familiar with this game, man. Well, yeah. Now, I was going to try to add in my own X-Files music here, but then I found this clip where someone on YouTube had done the X-Files intro music in the Perfect Dark sound font. We can't do too much of this probably, but I mean, come on, right?
Give me a hell yeah!
All right. You got to check that out. Yeah, let me, in fact, I'll just put that credit up for a second. But yeah, it looked very sweet. Don't play the video, do this instead. There you go. Oh man. Yeah. Put that one on, man. It's funny too, because yeah, I think in that sound font, again, I'm also hearing the GoldenEye 007 watch theme, which I feel is a sound that they would kind of lean into with the music for Perfect Dark. Yeah. All right, moving on. The director, Martin Hollis, he knew very early on in the development, once they knew that they weren't going to do a Bond game, that he wanted to make the protagonist a woman. And he had talked about how he believed more games should star women, and that they'd already had 007. They'd already had a guy, so they were going to do their next game. And over time, they pulled from all those sources. They came up with Joanna Dark. And I think didn't take that long to kind of to nail down this name and really get to it. It was funny. There were a couple of like probably project code names or, you know, previous titles, but I mean, Perfect Dark. That's great, right? Now, Laurie Sage did the mocap. Went in there, did the motion capture. They talked about how great that was and how for Rare, it was nice. They mentioned, they joked about how it was nice to not have to get like one of the other Rareware like office members to go and like, you know, do the mocap, which there had been, I think, a good deal of that with some of Rare's previous efforts, including Goldeneye. They inserted faces from folks in the office, Dr. Doak, so on and so forth. But yeah, he said some line about like, so that someone didn't, and it was, yeah, one of the other devs or something. He didn't have to be out there, doing mocap in high heels or something. But yeah, so they had Laurie Sage do the mocap, and it looks good in this game. It looks, the game was pretty stunning for 2000, honestly. Now, the face for Joanna Dark, though, and so quoting one of the devs here, she was completely based on Winona Ryder, which I think, if you look at this, we'll go back and forth here. It's there, right? It's absolutely there. You can see it. Yeah. So pretty sick. They yeah, they just, hey, let's use Winona's face. There we go. Good stuff. Now, the title itself, Perfect Dark. So for the title, it's you know, there's an in-universe reason, and then of course the development reason, or how they came to it behind the scenes. And the way that the developers got here was that they landed on dark, and it was funny because I think that this was Hollis who was saying, you know, devs just really like you know, terms like black, nihilism. They love like dystopian futures, things like that. You know, so dark was a okay, bam, this hits, right? Okay, that's gonna hit a good theme right away. Now, interestingly enough, the symbols over here, the ones on the right side there, I don't know why I'm pointing, you know, the ones right here, guys, but those little symbols on the right, the, apparently that was part of Hollis's appreciation for just, you know, Japanese characters. And yeah, when I look at it, I gotta admit, it does look like, yeah, this I could see that, right? You know, if you put up, you know, something like she, you know, yeah, I could see that. And it absolutely has that same kind of style of like someone doing an homage to Japanese characters without trying to do it exactly like the Star Wars script, or yeah, this right here, that kind of stuff. You know, and I thought that was pretty interesting. But yeah. And that's something that's kind of subtle, but maybe, you know, who knows what does that do subconsciously to those of us who are, you know, our you know, someone like me, like, right, my avenue to being a weeaboo, it's through games. It's the games, right? And who knows, maybe seeing that subconsciously, I was programmed, you know, as a kid to go reaching for this game. Who knows? Now, okay, thank you, Perfect Dark. Oh, there was one more thing too. The even just those two words together. Apparently, Hollis had talked about how he thought that they even had or like it was even its own homage to a lot of Japanese, like you know, video game, movie titles, things like that, where they would take. You know, have something that where the grammar is slightly off, but it just still sounds cool, you know? Perfect Dark. Okay, right, grammatically, and who cares, right? But grammatically not correct. But perfectly dark versus perfect dark. Come on. You know what? Come on, right? It's there. I think Perfect Dark cuts right to it, and I think it was a good move. And yeah, it is cool. Yeah, it's an interesting homage to a lot of the titles where it sometimes seems like two random words get smashed together. I like it. Yeah. Now, the in-universe reason for all this is because Joanna Dark, she's got like the highest scores ever at the Carrington Institute, which is we might get into this a bit later, but yeah, basically her employer and she's an agent for them. They seem we'll get into it a bit, but yeah, it's one of a couple of large corporations in this game. Yeah, yeah, here she is, right? I was finding some official art, you know, that I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, you know, she had those like amazing test scores on all of her, you know, I guess agent tests, that battery of tests they got to do. And I do remember towards the beginning of the game, kind of a tutorial area where, yeah, I remember doing some target practice and things like that I thought was pretty sick. It's been a while. All right, now, as for gameplay, okay, obviously we're not looking at game footage here, but, you know, when you think James Bond, oftentimes, at least when you think Goldeneye 007, of course, the game, you're thinking guns, right? It was built around weapons. Exploration was an aspect of it. Stealth, you know, not like getting there, but not so much, right? The team felt like they had left a lot on the table with Goldeneye 007, that they hadn't really gotten to a lot of types of gameplay that they really wanted to get to. And they wanted, although they knew that this one was going to be, you know, weapons-based combat gameplay, even though they knew that that was kind of going to be the core of it, they wanted to take this opportunity to expand on that. So, as you get into it, right, it looks pretty cool. Yeah. It's been a long time since I played this one. When it first came out, it definitely had a wow factor, but I'm telling you, right, if you see this, I think, and you've played GoldenEye's DNA, of course, is just all over this, right? It's baked in. From the, you know, immediately. I think from the first, having not seen footage of this game in probably close to 20 years for me, you know, like seeing that very first death animation, especially the second, you know, this is Rareware, man, and it's comfort food if you liked GoldenEye, you know. But yeah, it looked technically impressive. It did look a cut above GoldenEye. But what I was getting at earlier was that they wanted to expand the gameplay, and one aspect of that was looking for more sneaky and kind of stealth stuff. They had dabbled with that a bit with GoldenEye 007, but it was more along the lines of like setting off an alarm or something, you know, and they really wanted to kind of make stealth a bigger gameplay element. You know, who could blame them either, right? I mean, Metal Gear Solid, it's been out at this point, you know, 2 years before the release of Perfect Dark. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid, apparently they were all enjoying that one and loved the gameplay. And of course, that proved that stealth gameplay could be popular with players, right? It could be a hit. So this was a chance to kind of take some of that James Bond weapons-based gameplay, add a bit of stealth. Also get into gadgets. Sci-fi. Lean into the hacker, the sci-fi, the sort of gadget side of this. Yeah, Ray. I love that, and it was a pretty like fast-firing gun too, wasn't it? That suitcase gun. I think I have it's in one of the graphics I'm going to show in a second, I think. But yeah, this is, for instance, this is the data uplink. You use this to hack into terminals. It mentioned enemy dropships, and I was like, oh, dude, I don't remember that. I gotta play this game again. But yeah, there was the cam spy, which I absolutely remember. And in this one, you could guide a little drone, you know, a little camera drone down a hallway or what have you, and use that to record audio and video. You could take a snapshot as well, I think, just depending on what your mission is. You can also use it to pull the guards away from whatever they're doing or whatever they're guarding for just a second, but they're going to shoot this thing down pretty quick. Or it's not. I don't remember them lasting very long, and that Nintendo Life article that I read reminded me of that. But yeah. Oh man. I'm going to talk a little bit about the fan fiction for this game that I did briefly, but yes, I thought it was called a spy bot, is what I was thinking, but yeah, I was seeing a different name. This is the Cam Spy. Yeah, it figured into that fan fiction, circa year 2000. There's around 40 weapons available in this game, and actually, yeah, this was where the that suitcase gun was. It was over to the right, but I had to cut it off for the fit here. But yeah, almost like it's around 40 weapons or so. It's a lot of stuff, including a lot of stuff that is pretty much straight out of GoldenEye. You see the PP9i there. That's going to look very familiar to you. Pretty much everything that was in GoldenEye at some point, if I remember, is a version of it is available here. That Farsight, the Psychosis gun, the Farsight, I think, was insane. I was blown away by this weapon. The Farsight was an alien tech that you could use to see through walls, and well, not just see, but shoot through walls. I was blown away by this. So you would get this image as you just move around, and you could just shoot so OP in multiplayer, but so damn fun. And, you know, also a lot of fun if the other guys got one too.
Give me a hell yeah!
That other player's got one, man. It's they might take you out first. But yeah, it was. Dude. This game was a trip, you know. Now, not only was I blown away just by the effects of this, because it was all rainbowed out, and you know, you're just seeing the 3D layout. You're seeing through those walls. I was also blown away by this weapon many times in multiplayer. You know, shout out to my cousin. He was good. He was a crack shot, man, and I do think he had a little bit of an edge with the far sight, but I was close behind. I'll maintain that. The game gets rolling at Carrington Institute, and to be honest, I don't remember a whole lot about these. This is Joanna Dark's employer here. She's an agent for this company. There's another big company, Datadyne. They're in the next slide, I think. I don't remember a whole lot about what's going on with these companies, other than, as we learned, Datadyne is getting mixed up with some kind of like a alien conspiracy that threatens mankind. And Joanna Dark's got to get in there and do what she can do. Do what she can do to stop it. The whole whole plot, of course, unfolds from that. But yeah, so you start here, and right off the bat, this game was pretty impressive. Like, you know, there's some, you can walk around the Carrington Institute and go to like what's essentially a tutorial area where there's like shooting, or there's targets and things, target practice, all kinds of agent training. And some of that stuff actually will unlock some things for you as well if you finish it on the, you know, some of the toughest challenges there. But yeah, even just in the beginning when you're walking around this place, I remember, you know, just kind of being stunned because the floors looked very slick. You would hear like pretty good audio engineering. You know, you're hearing Joanna Dark's steps, and those steps, I believe, were some like as many sounds in these games were some like you know, public domain sound effects or whatever, and stock stuff. And if after having played this game, even if I haven't played it in the last, you know, like what, 20 years or so, I've heard those steps and been able to recognize them instantly in like so many commercials and movies, and it's crazy. But yeah, sorry, I hadn't even thought about that in so long. But yeah, I think in some of these early levels, you just hear like clink, 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 you know, as she's walking, and you know, it's on these like polished floors. It just looks slick. It looked cool. And that alien conspiracy, right? They leaned into that pretty hard, including with the character named Elvis that plays into the story here. I don't remember so much about how they played into the story, but I do remember them. And there's our X-Files influence, at least a little bit of it, you know. A little bit more, right? We already got the Dana Scully, huh? The first level of the game takes place at Datadyne's headquarters, and I just thought it was so sick as a kid. You know, it's this big skyscraper. It's very, like, they did a good job in this first level, I think, of giving you kind of a stunning setting. You're walking around on the top of this skyscraper here, using the catwalk, and it all just looked so cool. I don't think pictures can do it justice, sadly. But yeah. Looks slick, right? Looks pretty cool. And for 2000, a Nintendo 64, you know? Does this compare as kindly or as well to some of those PC shooters that were coming out right around, you know, 2000, 98 into 2000? Well, maybe not. This game had a lot of heart, and it was blowing my mind. It was blowing my mind. Elvis, I do remember Elvis. Something about Elvis being really cool and then being a good character. Yeah. Damn, I gotta play this game again. Yep. I even wrote here, a lot of wow factor. Shiny lights, slick floors, sound engineering. It would have been cool if I'd read that beforehand. I ended up touching all those, but it just took a long time, you know. Oh well, all good stuff. 17 levels in this game, and then 4 on top that are unlockable. Yeah. 3 difficulty settings for each of these levels. And apparently, yeah, I think you unlock those last 4, or at least some of the unlockable stuff in this game does have to do with you beating every level with every difficulty setting. Yeah. I have to imagine I probably only just played on normal, you know, at least for the campaign mode. And this game had a couple other gameplay options too. You've got co-op. You could do 2-player co-op. And I remember this being huge. You know, me and my cousin being able to play some co-op, play through the entire, you know, campaign. And yeah, very cool. All right. I had a picture that showed the like alternate version, like what I guess second player would look like, you know. Joanna Dark's, you know, I guess, I don't know, game. It's not so much a doppelganger, but yeah, other side. Yeah. I believe she was blonde. Sort of a blonde bowl cut, if I remember, something like that. Anyway, the multiplayer, you had that 2-player co-op, which was just so fun. And then you also had 4-player as well, and a really robust multiplayer, up to 4 humans, and then you could play with also up to 8 bots, essentially. They mentioned them earlier. Replicants, I think, is what they're calling them in this. Very Blade Runner, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Also, the multiplayer had a lot of stuff from 007 in it. A lot of those maps, that's back. There were 30 preset bot scenario challenges that you can go through unlocking, you know, completing. And I remember those being kind of difficult. And that's funny because I hadn't even thought about that until I read this note yesterday. But I remember going through those and it being, some of them being a challenge and feeling so good when I got them done. But I wonder how hard it would be at this point. Yeah. But yeah, you can go through those challenges with the bots, and it'll be like little scenarios you have to go through. And then that unlocks more weapons, character models to play with, also different bot behaviors, because you can even get around and play around with sort of what strategies the bots use, or you know, it was really interesting, like some of the stuff I was reading, just like, you know, will they come after you with no weapon, or will they go try to get, you know, things like that, little parameters that you could set. For a Nintendo 64 game, I all this stuff to me, this feels like they are very inspired by a lot of the stuff going on PC as well, you know. And I think at a certain point they realized that just for up to 4 human characters wasn't going to cut it. With these replicants, you could even just play by yourself too. And I do remember doing a lot of 1-player in the multiplayer modes here, playing against all the bots. Yeah, a lot of fun stuff to set up, very customizable, and it grows, of course, as you unlock stuff. It'll keep your stats too. I found this and had a good laugh. I remember absolutely loving this screen and seeing my stats. You know, it keeps track of headshots. You know, this is nothing crazy these days, but you know, this is great. This for a huge game where you could just get in and play these really fun, addictive multiplayer games with friends or by yourself, and with you know, up to 8 bots in there. Like it was fun, man. And it keeps track of your stats. This game feels like it wanted to be a next-gen game, honestly. The more I talk about it, I don't know. Maybe I'm talking out my ass, but it feels like it's on that cusp, you know. There was a feature that got dropped at the last second here, and I think I remember hearing about this feature, but it ended up, like, I want to say they hyped it, but I can't remember. But there was a feature where you could upload a picture of a face, and it would be added into your multiplayer character. And they ended up pulling that because, well, I guess they realized the implications of letting folks shoot other, you know, or shoot other, you know, folks with a human face and what have you, and setting up your bots and setting up scenarios, so on and so forth, right? I guess they didn't want that heat in 2000, and yeah, that was an easy drop for Rareware, probably. You know, it's just funny too, because they would use that a lot. they would do that for themselves, put themselves into all these games and stuff. All right, you want to watch it? You want to watch a little video? I've got to skip through this a bit because it's not my own. But let's mute our music here, and thank you. And let's play a video. Excuse me, sir. Could you duck down, please? I got them done in the UK, Ray Ray. I'm glad you like them.
Rocket, man.
Hey, man. They told me I could get braces. I was like, but they said it would be aesthetic only. And I was like, I'm a kid. So first off, I was like, wait, what's aesthetic? And then I was like, oh, okay. Well, then I don't want it. All right, we're in. Starts at the computer. Music loud enough? I'm gonna crank it just a teensy bit. All right, we're going into a mission here. Right there, you've got your overview, you know, aspects of the mission, or parts of the mission you gotta get through. We're dropping into Datadyne, I think. Went straight in.
Why the big hurry?
If Dr. Carroll is not extracted tonight, Datadyne will put him through mind conditioning, and we'll lose our best chance of finding out what Datadyne are up to.
Are they all expendable?
Don't joke. You have to be careful, Joanna. Code keys will only operate while the owner is alive. If you kill them, the key is useless. Armed guards are a different matter, of course.
What's the target location?
Work your way down the building to the ground level. Dr. Carroll will be in a research lab somewhere in the underground facility.
How will I recognize him?
We don't
Forgot how long this dialogue was. And we're in. Just to pause for 1 second here. I think it's interesting because right off the bat, first mission, they're telling you, look, you can't just go in and waste everybody, you know? Something different. Yeah, something different. I like it, you know. Of course, we'll see how that goes. But yeah. And here you are, you're playing the game. I just think that this was a showcase right here. Having it start on that roof, going down into the, you know, you're on these platforms here. We're still gonna waste them.
Give me a hell yeah!
Blowing up the security camera. Boop, 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 boop. Music's great already, huh? Taking out another camera. I should probably skip ahead a little bit. We're inside. We're doing an extraction. Or inside the offices. So you're only seeing, of course, you're only seeing first level gameplay here. We're walking around with the same gun, a silencer. Not seeing a whole lot new, but it does give you a sense for how the game looks. And solid for the time. Not bad for 2000. I remember the furniture moving. Thinking that was cool. Oh, I totally remember this area. Shooting through the... I think you can shoot through the glass, maybe? I'm not sure. Maybe it's bulletproof. Yeah, I needed it too, Ray Ray. Thanks for hanging. I hope you have a good night. Take care. Thanks for hanging. I was seeing your comments coming through too. I appreciate that. Yeah. Wasn't always able to respond, but you know how it is. It was firing me up. Yeah, take care, man. Have a good night.
Give me a hell yeah!
Similar to that watch music, huh? They knew they had a hit. So they had to go back to the Goldeneye 007 watch music. At the very least to that well, you know. It looks cool. All right, guys. I think gonna move ahead here. We're gonna get some shooting in. Opening doors. We're hacking in. you know, with the corporate offices like this, you know, yeah, crazy that these guys are the bad guys, you know? They look so nice. So spick and span. They're up to some bad shit down in Data Dine. I guess office decor isn't really, can't be used to determine a company's morality, huh? Damn. Apparently they're trying to do some alien shit, too. Yeah, it's been a long time since I played it, but something weird's going on in here. And we got to try to extract a guy that's going to tell us a little bit more about it. There it is. Done. Is that everything? Located Dr. Carroll. Okay, all right, we're good. We're done. That's it. That was quick. I turned away to get a glass of water and bada bing, bada boom. Oh, I'm sweating it up. It's fun talking about this game, man. All right, Mario, let's hit the music. So, I don't know. I enjoyed watching that back. I know that's first level stuff. At the same time, I don't want to spoil too much, so to speak, even though this game's 24 years old. Yeah. Now, in 2005, Perfect Dark Zero came out for the Xbox 360. I know nothing about this title, and I had a limited amount of time, and I think it was enough for me to go back to the Nintendo 64 one. Today's not the day. I'll learn about Perfect Dark Zero another day. I think being on Xbox 360, my biased self, it knocks it down a peg. I'll just swim in those nostalgic Nintendo 64 waters, and yeah. With that being said, there was in 2010 a remaster of Perfect Dark that was released for the Xbox 360 as well. And I didn't know anything about this game. This was I had heard of Perfect Dark Zero, but yeah, but not this one. And yeah, interesting. I gotta get a cart though. I want to go back. I gotta get a 64 cart. I had a chance to buy that one not that long ago. Should have taken it. Oh yeah. A new game was rumored as far back as 2018. It got a trailer apparently in 2020. I believe that this is a screenshot from it. I was really in hustle mode at this point. But yeah, from what I understand, it's still stuck in development hell. I would love to know if there's been some kind of update on this, but I don't know of it. As of press time, what can you do?
I'm gonna give you 55 straight.
But, yeah, guys, we're going back to the 64 one. 24 years of Perfect Dark. I love this game. Happy birthday to you. I want to give it another shot. I didn't get to talk much about criticism, and after just having wished it a happy birthday, this feels like a terrible time. But it is interesting because this game did have so much hype and acclaim when it came out, and it was so much gameplay packed into one cart. And it did to us, I think to me and my friends, it was very much an improvement over Goldeneye 007, which we loved and loved for its own reasons and still wanted to play. But it was an improvement over that. And I do remember with my cousins, at a certain point, we stopped doing multiplayer on Goldeneye and we moved to Perfect Dark. Now, I didn't play the game much after the Nintendo 64 era. But I do know over the years, it's kind of gotten a reputation for maybe being, having been overrated originally, or at the very least, maybe not as good as you might remember it. And some of that had to do with, frame rates. Actually, that's one of the biggest complaints that I see is bad frame rates. Funny because that stuff I would notice it as a kid, but it all still felt so playable, and I think especially in something like multiplayer when we're all dealing with it, it was just that was the cosmos around. Those were the physics and cosmos around us that we were a part of, and we it was just there. But some games, when you go back to them, it's way more noticeable and it's not always enjoyable. But yeah, hopefully we can get over it. I think content-wise, I would really like to go back and do this campaign mode, play around in the multiplayer some too, but I'm sure that multiplayer too, fighting the bots, all that stuff, even by the next gen of consoles. Time Splitters 2 I had for the GameCube, which is by some of the folks that were working on this game and Goldeneye. And I feel like this is a bridge between those series, you know, Goldeneye 007 into Time Splitters. And yeah, that DNA and lineage, that spiritual lineage is there. Absolutely. All right, guys, that's it. Happy birthday to Perfect Dark. 24 years of service. Joanna Dark, your mission is complete. Thank you. And I got to get that game. I got to play it soon. That's it for Good Old Days, guys. Wednesday, May 22nd, 2024. Thanks for going back. Feels good. All right, guys. I think at this point, you know what? I think, guys, I think I should probably call it. I think that's going to be about it. I could keep playing, but it's getting a little bit late, and I got to pack. I'm going to be heading out for a little bit, and I won't be back until Monday. And I wanted to get in and play some more, but I'm looking at the clock. I know I got a lot of stuff to do, you know, and yeah, maybe we call it. Feels like this is a high note, so to speak, you know. Going in, or going out after that Perfect Dark retrospective. Damn. That's got me feeling warm and fuzzy. All right, guys, let's go to the schedule page. Schedule is wacky. I'm gonna be out for a little bit. I should be back on Monday, maybe with a maybe just like one segment or something like that. I won't have a whole lot of time to prep a bunch, but I'll bring something. Yeah, let's bring something on Monday, and we're gonna be playing. You know what? Let's make a game time decision. We might do either Mario Tennis 64 or Dragon Quest. I feel like I didn't get everything I wanted out of tonight's playthrough, so I might come back to DQ3. I'm out, guys. I'll play some sounds for you. Do whatever you can to support the stream. Like, follow, subscribe, whatever it is, whatever platform you're on. Thanks, guys. Parvinator. I'll see you guys in a few days. This was so fun. Thank you. Good night, guys.
I'm gonna give you 55 straight.
The Nintendo Entertainment System. Your parents help you hook it up.
We all can grow and we all can learn.
Give me a hell yeah!
Hit me, baby, one more time.
You're special.
Okie dokie.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Yeah!
So don't worry about it. Come on. Come on. Come on.
I speak from the brain. Keep it down on the low key, low key. Great American food.
And remember,
Come on now. That means everybody just cool out.
Picture this with
Mama always had a way of explaining things so I could understand them.
Double rainbow. Oh my God.
Mama always had a way of explaining things so I could understand them.
Double rainbow. Oh my God.
when a problem comes along.
You must whip it. Whip it good.
Mama,
Double rainbow.
Mama,
Double rainbow.
Mama,
Double rainbow. Oh my God. It's a double rainbow all the way.
keep it special.
It gives milk and says moo.
Okie dokie.
Nani?
How can this up?
Yeah, what up, Council? My name is Chad Kroger.
Introducing Magic Mushroom, the long-lasting air freshener from Airwick.
Donkey.
Bye. Thank you.
Now I know how you're spending the holidays, watching
right.
Nintendo.
Playing Nintendo.
Playing Nintendo.
I guess I just wasn't made for these times.
I hope you've all enjoyed our program this morning.
Parvinator.
It's time to wrap up this CDI shitfest.
The Parvinator.
Fatality.
Bye-bye.
Parvinator.